wanna get away, but I could use some company. If you're alone like me, we could go on a trip. Girl, I wanna see the sun, dive into the deep ocean, dance with you all night long, move as you swing your hips. Let's take a break from the stress and the hate.
Hey, everyone. Come on in. Come on in. It is the Charge Room Mindset Mondays, and my name is Ilyasa Simpson, aka Coach Illy, aka Minister Charge. And I am here every Monday because we are talking about minimizing or exiting depression up out of our lives. It is a do better season. We are stomping out depression. So come on in and share. We have to help ourselves and help other people get out of their own way and learn to smile again. Smile, not the fake smile, but real smiles from the inside out. Why? Because you helped yourself get out of a rut. And now you're learning to smile again. Why? Because it's do better season. It's do season in the charge room, and we are healing together. So tonight we're going to talk about stop sleeping with the enemy by enhancing our self-worth. And I'm a unpack that for you, because it's not just say like sleeping with somebody. We're not just talking about sleeping with somebody. And that has some things to do with it that we don't really think about. That whoever we're sleeping with could be our enemy that we sleep with, but also the enemy that you're sleeping with could be yourself. Because what we do is we get all in our heads and we become our own enemy, and we don't realize it because we're so used to being comfortable with our own that we create in our heads. So let's talk about that. So again, I know everyone knows someone that knows someone else that has been in a rut, in a dark space, in a dark place, has been stuck and don't know how to maneuver their way, has fallen and can't get up. We all have been there. Some people have a harder time getting out of that black hole than others. And some people walk and smile with these smiles to say, I'm okay, but you're really not okay. So please share. We are live on Facebook on my page, live on Facebook in the Charge Room community, and we are also live on YouTube on the Charge Room channel. I've had a Charge Room channel for a long time, but I haven't been promoting it. So I'm going to do better too. This is my do better season too. So again, taking account for me and what I want to do, what my goals are, I'm taking account to say, okay, I have a studio that I have not been using in about a whole year. So let me utilize my studio where I can broadcast to a more numbered audience, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. So anytime that I come on, you will get the show. Okay. So every Monday I come on, every Monday I talk about Mindset Mondays because it's about stomping out depression and doing better this season, because this is our time. You have to say this is your time, because God has given us a new story, right? He's given us a new story. So let's talk about not sleeping with the enemy and enhancing our self-worth. So what is self-worth? Self-worth is how you value yourself. Is Self-worth is also about describing your self-esteem. How do you think, feel, and believe about yourself? And there are so many levels how deep that thing can go. But what about the value? The value is knowing that you're worthy. How do you see yourself, and feeling that you deserve a certain type of respect for who you feel that you are? Some people say, I work hard, I deserve C. That's about your value. And most people don't value themselves. They see a place where they think they're a zero. You're not a zero. Think they're less than who they feel that they are. So it's a think and then it's a feel. But then there's a part you have to know. And that's where we need to get to know you are a person who loves yourself, who has great self-esteem, who has high confidence, right? So we get you from thinking that you were zero to knowing who you are. And to learn who you are, you have to get in a place where you have to say, okay, ask yourself, self, what do you want? We are going through life like a robot. We get up, we have a routine, and it's mechanical. We get up every day. We have a routine to go to work or go to school or whatever routine we have, or we just get up and don't do nothing all day. So it's getting yourself to a place where you are in a routine of life, but set some goals for yourself. Test yourself to see what you can do. Yourself to see what you like. Test yourself to say, you know what? I changed my mind. I said I wanted to do this, but I changed my mind. And you're allowed. You are allowed to change your mind. And don't let anyone tell you that you can't, because you can. It's your, you can do whatever you want to do with your life, and there's no explanation about it. Just have a plan. Okay. So what happens is, with self-esteem, how we feel that we are worthy of value, we go to a place, unfortunately, we go to a place of comparison. We like to compare ourselves to others, or we feel that we need someone else's approval. We need validation to make ourselves feel better, right? Nothing of ourselves that we can stand up and say, well, I feel this way and this is what I want to do. Some people can't bring themselves to say that because they live in a world for someone else's approval. A good example is someone that's in a battered relationship. The person that is being battered, their mind is totally taken over by the batterer. They're only going to do what they say out of fear. They do it out of fear to be validated, to be accepted by that person. And unfortunately, it's not just those type of situations. It's situations where people, their opinion doesn't matter of themselves, what they think of themselves, their appearance. They concentrate on appearance. Oh, I'm not a certain size, or I'm not pretty enough, I'm not smart enough, or even in competition of in families, entangled um sibling rivalry, relationships with different family members. Oh, this one is someone's favorite, or that one is the ugly duckling, or this one is, everyone has family members where they give them a little nickname, right? So that those nicknames, they place, I'm gonna say, a quote unquote curse on that person because they carry it, and you don't realize you're hurting them because you have labeled them and called them this name. So they go throughout life to say, okay, I'm only this. Oh, I'm the black sheep of the family. You hear that a lot. I'm the black sheep. I'm the ugly duckling. They always call me this. But the ugly duckling becomes the beautiful swan, right? The person that is the black sheep always becomes that extra special person. But that's only if they stop and say, I'm not taking people. I'm going to go and find my way and get my own life. That's only if, but suppose sorry, my internet is acting stupid because I guess the weather is showing out. So so people allow themselves to be dominated because their self esteem is low, right? So as their self esteem is low, they become susceptible to being treated in a below par manner, and they sit and accept that. So with them accepting that, you start to feel not enough. Everything is not enough. And that's not true. You lost belief in yourself. You sadness, you experience loneliness, you experience um hopelessness. Like you're nothing. Because and then people tell you that you're nothing and you believe them. It's not about you are not you are someone, and you're someone special. Everyone here that is born here of the world, you're here for a reason. And if you had a hard life or hard in your growing process, your journey, and you feel you've lost your way, you just can't find it, stop, take a breather, stand still, and ask yourself, what do you want? because we go through life living for other people, what our parents want us to be, or what our grandparents, our auntie, our uncle, grandfather, everyone else. You're living for everyone else except for you. You may supposed to take up over the family business. That family business may not be for you. And you're too scared to step up and say, okay, mom, dad, I don't want to be in this family business. Not for me. Some people have arranged marriages, arranged relationships, and that person, or even the concept of that ritual, is not for you, but you're too afraid to stand up for yourself to say, this is not what I want. Sometimes just your people love so much, admire, adore, and have so much respect for, they come down on us so hard that you feel, well, I don't want to hurt their feelings, but you're hurting your feelings. You're hurting your feelings because you allowing them to dictate how you move, how you think, how to feel, and what you should, that part, what you should say, and at the time you should say it. So you tend to lose yourself in that process. Your identity has stripped. So you always have to come back to sit with yourself because you're not validating yourself. You are not allowing yourself to feel validated because you're always constantly looking for approval from others. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee. It's something different brewing in your pot. This is a different time for you. You always step back and ask yourself, what do you want? And when you ask yourself, what do you want? Write it down so you can look at it. I write things down all the time. I have stickies, I have composition books, I have notepads, everything is, and it's all of, because I'm constantly writing out my thoughts so I can look at them like, okay, so how does this look to me? And then something else that we do, we get caught up in negative self-talk. We constantly look at, again, it's about appearances. Look at ourselves in the mirror and it's like, oh my God, look at my skin. I can't go outside like this. I have no makeup on. I have this. Like, some people won't go outside if they don't have makeup and lashes, or if their hair is not done, or if they feel that they don't have the right outfit. No, it's not about that. Love you. Like, I have no makeup on. I had to love me. I have to love me. I have to love me no matter how. I woke up this morning, my leg is killing me. I got all kind of pain in my leg, I'm hobbling around today. But that didn't stop me from getting dressed and saying, oh, I love me today. I got up anyway, hobbling and all, and made myself continue to what I do every single day. I have a ritual. Every morning I have a routine to get me up and motivated, to get me through my day, to write down all my goals and check them off as I complete them. So by the time the end of my, I can check everything off and feel good about myself because I was productive today. It's all about how you execute what you need to execute so you can go forward to your winning season. Stop sleeping with the enemy. Now I'm going to dig deeper in it. You could be your worst enemy. You are your worst critic. You. And then it's the flip side. If you're sleeping in the bed with someone and you need validation from that person, and if they choose to treat you poorly and treat you to feel that you're not worthy, that you have value, you will sit and inhale all of their negativity. But if that person was the person to say that they love you and they want to love you, they're going to love you forever, how could love place you in a position to feel so bad? And then is the part that you have sex with that person. You have sex with that person because you think this love feels good because they're making you feel good at the moment. What about when it stops? Do you still feel good then? Do you still feel good when the sex stops? Because, like, how long is the sex really lasting? How many minutes? Or is it still hours? But how many minutes? You feel good for that moment. But then when it stops, how do you feel? How do you feel? Do you feel good and that feel good feeling lasts forever? Or finish, they turn around and make you feel bad all over again. And then you back to feeling low. You're back to feeling that your self-esteem has decreased so low. You're sinking down in that black again. Never ever allow anyone else to make you feel lower than you really are. You were not born to be treated like a subhuman. God placed all of us on this earth to have purpose, to be of purpose, to be of love, to be with joy in our hearts, to be productive, to be profitable from our gifts that God gave us. This is our job, is to ask ourselves, what do we want? What do we want? Because when you ask yourself, what do you want? You can write it down and walk toward the journey. You speak it until you see it in front of you. You say it, you speak it out loud, and you walk into your promise. And as that's happening, life is going to happen. Your life is going to change. Your circle is going to change. And that negativity that you used to have and with negative self, or there's voices whispering in your head telling you to do things, telling you things about yourself that is not true. These voices that play tricks in our minds to convince us that what we can't do or don't do this. You can do whatever you want to do. You have that choice. It is a prerogative. It doesn't belong to anybody else. Never give that someone else that much power over your life, over your life. Get out the bed from that enemy. Clean up that bed where the enemy lies. Keep it clean and fresh and clear so you can think. Kick them out the door. Don't allow them in your space. Don't think you need someone else putting you down every day. It's bad enough that you put you down every day. But lift yourself up to a place where you can start to see And if you keep having sex with someone that is blinding you, because sex with a negative person can make you blind, deaf, and dumb, because they will lock you in a black hole, tie you up with the padlock, and throw away the key. They're going to keep you there doing them, right? Don't do that. Don't give that someone else that. And women, what we do is we get someone, we clean them up, we spend money on them, make them look good, smell good. Most of the time, bring you over here while they over there. Stop. Love you first. Love you more. You can love someone else, but love you more. When it's a negative situation, they are talking down to you, and you know you're a good person, but you are allowing someone else to make you feel like you're a bad person, or make you feel guilty that you are doing something for you when they want you to do something for them, and they not doing nothing for themselves, nor are they doing anything for you. So don't get caught up in what you think is love, and their love is making you feel good. Is it really making you feel good? Do you feel like a whole person with them? Because the last time I checked, you were a whole person. You were born a whole human, not a fraction of a human, but a whole human. So if you're born a whole human, you're single. Your job is to seek another single whole person, and y'all become compatible to one another. Person is not to complete you, it's to have compatibility so y'all can build together. It's one person, and one person is two people coming together as one to build, but that's in strength. Mind, body is not you as a fraction to another half or piece of fraction, and y'all not even making one. Come on, get it together. Get your mind right. Get your heart together, because your heart starts bleeding all over the place, and then your mind goes to the water. Love you first, and self-worth. Increase your value. Learn to know who you are through asking yourself, what do you want? Because you will find yourself in what you want. As you state what you want, you will have a journey ahead. So your journey ahead will come with new things, new ideas, new places, new things. And when this newness shows up, tell the critics, the inner critics and the outer critics, see you later, bye-bye. See you later, bye-bye. Or the other part, bye-boo-bye. Love you first, y'all. You matter first. It's about you first. You are a priority first. So stop comparing yourself to others. Stop trying to seek approval from other people. Stop trying to look at this one as the favorite family member, and I want to be the favorite. How come this one is getting this and that, and I don't get nothing? Stop doing that. Stop trying to be a part of a circle that is not for you. Get your own tribe. And you can squash what you thought was your circle and get a new tribe. And if you don't know, let me tell you this. There's times when you have to walk alone. And as you walk, again, is asking yourself what you want and what you want. So as you tell God what you want, God is going to have you by yourself. And as you're by yourself, when you start walking, you're going to get a new person here and a new person here and you're going to get a whole new tribe. Remember the Wizard of Oz? Dorothy fell in the land of Oz from her storm. She was by herself. Toto by herself. But her goal was, I want to get home. I want to get home. But as she was on her road trying to get home, guess what? She met the scarecrow. She met the Tin Man. She met the lion. And at that whole walk, she had support. And they supported each other. And at the end, guess what? She clicked her heels 3 times, baby. And Dorothy was home. So don't think you out here by yourself and you need somebody to make you feel good. Stop negative thoughts in your head. Take the whispers out your ear. Stop listening to other people or looking in other people's backyards, comparing yourself. Build your own table. Do you. So thank y'all for coming into the Charge Room Mindset Monday, because we got to get our minds right so we don't fall in the black holes of depression. I love y'all. Thank you for showing up. Share this every Monday with someone that you know that needs to do better this season. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Do better this season. It's about you. It's all about you. So definitely take time out. Take time out for yourself. Stop. Take a breather. Turn the page to a clean page. And ask yourself, so what do you want? And if you don't know right now, it's okay. And if you need help, guess what? Connect with me. Make an appointment with me. We can have a discovery session. Come on to www.thechargeroom.com. Make that appointment with me and I will help you find your way. So I see you next Sunday. No, I'm sorry. See you next Monday. And you have a wonderful night.
I wanna get away, but I could use some company.